Okay, so you're going to help us with our registration table at a large scale event. Let's do this. So check-in for registration for an event at Calvary Kids is a big deal. We have small events and we have large scale events. This video is about large scale events, which will look slightly different than a small scale. But we'll take the big scale and come to understandings of what needs to happen no matter when you're doing registration or check-ins with Calvary Kids. At an event, there's typically going to be some sort of sorting on the first day. Instead of having 100 parents come to one particular table, we will have those 100 different people sorted by a category, usually by a last name or school or something very specific. We'll let you know which one we want. And that will be identified by a sign or a marking on the floor or whatever. Those parents will come to a table, they will tell you their last name, their kid, and whoever else is here for that event. Then the parent can leave. That is the goal for the parent. Now let's flip it on our side so that you can understand what you're trying to ascertain. At the front desk, there will be some sort of documentation at every sorted place. Not just one per table, but the exact same full-length document at every sorted location. And it will be every single child and the important information that you need to keep them safe and some sort of code or number. When the parent gives you their name and number and their kid, you look up in your little document and then boom, there it is. That name is going to give you a code. You're going to have to write it down on a wristband. Blue, but not just once. You'll need to do it twice. One for mom, one for the child. If there is a second child, you look up their name and do the second wristband along with mom's second wristband. So there will be multiple wristbands and mom will have a string of wristbands per child. And it will all be color coded. This is important because we're not doing the registration check-in process through the kiosk system because it will take too long. We can identify what we need to identify fast, let mom and dad leave, and then after everyone's checked in, we can do some sort of collaboration and whatnot later. So right now, the goal is to get mom in, get the kid in, check them in safely, securely, and say goodbye. Before mom leaves, we want to say something like, don't lose your wristband, take a picture of your wristband, and keep both throughout the entire week of this event. That wristband can be cut off, given to a dad, grandma, or another trusted guardian. We hope that you will tell us that my kid is not coming home with me. We usually have a space there written down like John Smith is going home with Bob Blue this particular day. If they don't have this, we will take a picture of this given to mom or dad or grandma or legal guardian. So upon later on pickup, if someone has 20 of these, as long as there's a picture of 20 of these or an actual physical 20 of these, all 20 kids can go home with that one adult. We're okay with that. However, do not take word as a sign of trust. We need to see something physical. And if that doesn't work, but they are insistent, then we need a phone number. Call the mom directly. Talk to the mom directly. Get information from the mom that proves that that mom is actually the mom on the phone that you cannot see with your eyes. So, after the child is registered and checked in, we're going to hand escort that child to a central location that has a color-coded carpet of some sort. Usually the blue wristband kid goes onto the blue carpet. They will stay on that blue carpet, where there will also be some sort of leader that makes sure the blue kid stays on the blue carpet for the entire blue time. Yeah. Then a blue chaperone or a blue leader from the blue location in the sanctuary or the activity area will come pick up the blue kid from the blue carpet and escort them and lead them to the area where all the other blue kids are. Next thing you know, you have a bunch of blue kids running around everywhere, and that team is called the Smurfs. Boom. That's how we get them in. And that's pretty much it. We want things to be easy for mom and dad. We want it to be safe and secure for the child. And we want them to be color-coded. All right? Now, this is important. We want the kid to keep this for as long as possible through the entire week. However, they are kids. It will get lost. It will get torn off. It will get cut off. It will get pulled off. It will be lost forever. That's okay. We'll talk about that in a second. Typically on the other days, we no longer do it like the first day. The first day are multiple sorting stations. After the first day, we usually combine, so it's one table rather than 3, 4, 5, 6 tables. That one table does the same thing. However, mom and dad are already wearing this. They're like, hey, here I am. This is me. We then just find that code, red, whatever. Check. Done. They're all good. Boom. They're in, out, fast, done. But you might get that one kid that's like, I lost it. There will typically be another area just for that lost wristband with the exact same information you had yesterday, and we just write a whole brand new one. It'll be the same code, the same number that still matches the same mom. It's just they'll get a brand new wristband. And every time you're going to write it in, you're not going to have pre-written ones, we're not going to have pre-printed ones, it's going to write it in. And that's how we do the other days. Then for pickup, what we do is almost backwards. Mom and dad will bring you their thing, their picture, their whatever. Then you're going to take a sticky note. You're going to write down the kid's last name. Maybe if you want first name, but there has to be a name and then the code, like red 2. Name, code. It's all you need on this sticky note. Name and code. Then you're going to take that sticky note, find that kid that's in that blue area, and he's our number 2. You're going to escort him. Then you're going to give the sticky note to the kid, and both of you are going to hand it off to mom. Mom is going to take the sticky note from you, and she's going to keep that sticky note. She's going to throw it away, do whatever she wants. Do not keep the sticky note, because we'll have a million sticky notes and we're like, who got this kid? No, we need the sticky notes to disappear. That way we know that that kid was picked up and taken by the mom. So I pick the sticky note from you. I go find the kid. I bring you the kid and the sticky note. And I give it back to mom, and that's how we say goodbye. A few things you need to know is that during the registration and the check-in and goodbye process, the most important thing is safety and security. As long as the in and out is only one way and parents do not enter beyond a certain point, we are good. As long as we understand that this is about HIPAA compliance and keeping information safe, that's important. Because most events we're going to need a hold harmless form or a waiver. So when they fill it out, we don't just leave it on the table for anyone to see. We turn it over, we put it in a folder, we hide it away. Safety and security is the priority because we don't want to give a kid away to the wrong person. And last but not least, we use only one entrance, one exit. There's no back doors. Yes, they exist in the real world, but to help us keep things secure and sure, everyone checks in and registers through one way, and then when we leave, we go out the exact same way. And this is how we do it at Calvary Kids. Our registration check-in process for a large-scale event. If you have any questions, email us. For any particular event that something might be different, we'll let you know. But these are the basics. No phones during this time. No messing around during this time. Lots of people could be rolling around. So we need focus, security, and safety. We're good to go. Thumbs up. See you on the